Hello there, welcome to the Mando World. Welcome to this new episode. How far with godliness it is my question. How far with godliness? We know of the physical exercise because almost everyone does physical exercise because it is good for our bodies. The doctors recommend it. It helps us keep in shape, it helps us in different ways. So we know of physical exercise and we do it, or we are encouraged to do it. But how about spiritual exercise? How about godliness? We read so many books to equip ourselves. We get so much material on internet. We equip ourselves for different reasons and with different sources. We do read a lot. But how much do we read this book that is supposed to train us in godliness? I mean the Bible. How much do we even consider this book? How much? How often? How big? Or how useful? Or how valuable do we take this book to be? 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 8 says, "For physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promise for both the present life and the life to come." Now, physical training is of some value. The Bible also knows. It says physical training is important, but godliness, spiritual training is much more important because it holds the promise of this present life and the life to come. So, we have not much time left. The times can tell. We can see Bible prophecies coming to pass. One day, whether we like it or not, this world will be no more. Christ will come, or we will die. The world will end. The physical training is valuable, but godliness is much more because it holds the promise of the life to come. The present life and the life to come. So it is the spiritual training, the godliness that will be required when this life is over. Are we balancing the spiritual exercise with physical exercise? Are we equipping ourselves with spiritual information much as we equip ourselves with knowledge? It is a question that I can ask you and that I ask myself. Physical training is important. It's valuable. It's of some value, but godliness has value for all things. For all things, because it holds the promise for both the present life and the life to come. My prayer is that we start focusing on godliness more than we think of physical exercise. Much as physical exercise is good, much as it helps us keep safe, keep healthy, and keep diseases at bay, but godliness holds value for all things, like all things, because it has the promise of present life and the life to come. Since we have not much time left, why not invest in things that have eternal value? Okay, why not try to invest in things that have eternal life? Balance the two. Have physical training, but also get spiritual training. Since the spiritual training is going to be needed after here, there is more to life than meets the eye. Life is a continuation. Once you die, it does not stop there. You're just beginning to live. You're beginning to exist in another world. And there are only two places. It's heaven and the opposite of heaven. So why not invest in something that has eternal value? Think about godliness. Think about resources that equip us with spiritual training. Think about the Bible. Think about God. Think about basically the Bible, because it's the first and the only book that carries all the truth that we need for our godliness. God bless you so much. Shalom.